When you first start selling on Amazon, Amazon does not let you sell every single item that is available on their website. They restrict or gate certain categories, brands, products, and even conditions. The process of getting approved to sell these items is known as ungating. Let's take a look at some of the restrictions every account starts with.
So as you can see directly on Amazon's website, they list that you can start selling with over 20 categories that are open. Let's look at the individual categories. So when you look at Amazon devices, you can sell new, certified, refurbished, and used. Is approval required? No for new or used. Amazon Kindle, no for used. So you cannot sell new, but you can sell used. Automotive and power sports, baby products, beauty, books, business, camera photos, cell phones, clothing and accessories, collectible coins, electronics, fashion jewelry, fine art, grocery, and gourmet foods. Now, as you can see, with grocery, it's new only. Who wants to go buy a used candy bar? Not me. Handmade, health and personal care, historical and advertising collectibles, home and garden, industrial and scientific, luggage and travel accessories, music, musical instruments, office products, professional services, shoes, handbags, and sunglasses, software and computer games, sports, sports collectibles, tools and home improvement, toys and games, video, DVD, Blu-ray, video games and video game consoles, watches. Now, some of these categories also have subcategories which you can sell in, and each having their own requirements. But I'll put a link in the description below this video so that you can go to this page and look and find additional details. As you can see, some of them say learn more, special requirements.
Keep in mind, once you get approved for a certain category, you may still be gated on a brand within that category, and sometimes even further restrictions based on an individual product or condition. For example, getting ungated in toys does not automatically mean you can sell toys from Hasbro and Mattel. For many new sellers, these restrictions can be very frustrating. However, you need to step back and take a look at it from Amazon's point of view. Amazon limits the addition of new sellers to ensure that customers can buy with confidence from all sellers on Amazon. They own the playground, they set the rules. Remember, the customers are ultimately Amazon's, not yours. The process of getting ungated can be intimidating. Many people will not put the effort needed into the process because they are scared of the process or simply don't know how to do it. Yes, you can still find many items to sell and make decent money by selling in non-restricted categories and brands. But the great thing about gated categories and brands is once you become ungated, there is less competition in them because people are not willing to put in the work to get ungated. The process does not have to be scary, and that is what we are going to show you here today. It is as simple as signing up for a professional seller account, finding the product you want to sell. If it shows as restricted, opening the application and completing it. Let's take a look at what the restriction screens look like.
From Seller Central in a desktop window, you can add an ASIN, a UPC, a product description, and be able to find that product to sell. When it is restricted, it will come up and tell you need to request approval, as we're seeing here on the screen. To sell these Pampers, I would need to request approval. Let's take a look at some other options from the mobile environment, since many of us will be doing retail arbitrage and be in the store with our phone. Similar to our desktop window, we will see the same request approval button. Now, this is a different product that I looked up on my phone, which was a Jerome Russell branded product in the beauty category. And it says, in order to sell in new conditions, I need to request approval. However, they are not currently accepting applications to sell products in the beauty category in used, refurbished, or collectible conditions. So I would simply click the request approval. Here's an example of another product. This is an Orvis tote, and it says that collectible, refurbished, used conditions, you cannot list this product in those conditions. In order to sell in new conditions, you need to request approval to list in this brand. This is an example of a brand restriction. Getting approved here would approve me for Orvis in all categories. Another example of some of the conditions that you will see some additional details. It says, not only do I need approval to list this brand, I cannot be approved to sell this product collectible, refurbished conditions. And in new, I have these other requirements that I need to follow. For this one, they put a transparency code on the item to verify its authenticity. In order to make it to the next step, not only do I have to get approved for the brand, but I have to provide a couple samples of these numbers or these transparency codes for Amazon to approve me to sell this product. They want to make sure that I'm buying legitimate product and not counterfeits. So when we looked at the Orvis bag here, if I clicked request approval, I would get my selling application. And what we hope for is the end result of your selling application is approved. This is an auto ungate. I did not have to provide an invoice. I did not have to provide a letter from the manufacturer saying I'm authorized to sell. As opposed to this screen where it is asking me to submit documents of showing at least one purchase invoice from a manufacturer or distributor, or a letter from the brand authorizing me to sell their products.
The first I want to look at is what's known as auto approved. We love this way as it is the most simplest of all the methods, and most sellers do not take the extra minute of time it takes to see if it can happen. The approval process is based on your seller performance and your account health. If you are not approved right away, try again in a month or two once you have additional selling history on your account, as you need to build your trust score with Amazon, or use one of the other methods. Sometimes when going through the ungating process, you may be asked some additional questions about your business. Be 100% honest with your answers, especially when it comes to financial predictions about your intended sales in a specific category. At other times, you may get a question or two, more like test questions about what you should do in a situation or your responsibilities as a seller. It is usually pretty obvious which answers they are looking for. Give Amazon what they want. The second method I want to talk about is invoices from an authorized distributor or letter from a manufacturer or brand. This is an area that is usually a holdup for those who are doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, as you are not purchasing directly from the manufacturer or an authorized distributor wholesaler. A receipt from Walmart or Target is just not going to work for this process. One thing you do not want to do is to make up your own invoices. Amazon will eventually catch you, and you run the risk of getting your selling privileges suspended or taken away permanently. There are some key things which your invoice must contain in order for it to be approved. These include making sure the information matches that which is on your Amazon seller account: your name, your address, your email, your phone number, etc. The wholesaler's address and phone number also need to match what is on their website. You will need the item description and the quantity ordered. You can omit any pricing information, and don't worry, Amazon gives you a checklist of the requirements when you are submitting the invoice. Sometimes you need to go the extra mile and include images of the product or screenshots from the distributor's website along with your invoice to connect the brand to the item. If you are doing enough sales volume, you have the option to reach out directly to the manufacturer or brands and request a letter of authorization to sell their products on Amazon. This is a much tougher route to take and often will lead them to giving you a list of authorized distributors to purchase from. And the last method I want to talk about is ungating services. There are companies out there who, for a fee, claim they can get you ungated in specific categories or brands. I cannot personally recommend any of these companies or even say that this is a smart way to go. They seem to be a very expensive gamble. You don't know what kind of procedures they are using or even if they are following the rules set forth by Amazon. I personally have not used one, nor do I have any intentions of using one in the near future. I only bring it up as you will find them as you do research about the ungating process. If you are a member of our Getting Past Amazon Restrictions course, we will have a video just like this in the course area, along with a more in-depth video walking you through the ungating process start to finish, as well as a list of known ASINs to use for ungating top brands and categories. This is the same process we use to get ungated in less than 24 hours on several major brands. If you are a member of this course, click the link in the description below and sign in to get directed to those lessons. If you are not a member of the course yet, Getting Past Amazon Restrictions, consider signing up as it is not too late. The course is still open for enrollment. So there you go. That is a basic overview of everything you need to know about getting ungated on Amazon. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, make sure to subscribe as we will be making more content about Amazon and eBay in the near future. If you don't want to miss out on those, you do need to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.